Hey, this is Sandman, the executor over OGM.
And this is Elementary 72 from Elementary 72 Gaming, and this is my interview with OG, as you can hear. So I'm very happy to have Sandman with me today. He's going to be explaining about one of the other friendly corps in the galaxy that you can come to if you are looking for a place to actually enjoy yourself playing the game. They have a wide range of operations ranging from PvP, PvE, and industry. They also do a lot of mining. They do a lot of other objective tasks in the galaxy. So make a good welcome for Sandman. So, Sandman, it's nice to have you on the program. Uh,
Thanks for having me.
okay, so the first thing that I want you to do is just give a little brief overview of OG beyond my opinion of it, because my opinion might be a bit bland on the situation, as I don't know enough about OG to say everything.
Well, I mean, what's there to say other than I guess we're one of the larger groups in the game as well, or one of the larger alliances, not a mega coalition or anything. But we have all the same services and everything, do the same thing as the major of the other major groups like GenFed, SHH. No, we've got PvP, like you said, PvE, pretty much everything. So anything that you do in nullsec, OG does. I mean, we've got all of our massive industry. I mean, yeah. So pretty much anything that anybody's looking to do, we've got it. That's why OG's always had the motto of OG's recruiting, because there's pretty much a spot for everybody. If you want to come out and mine, you want to learn how to PvE, you want to become an FC, you want to do PvP, solo, big fleet, yeah, we do a bit of all of it. So
Okay, so let's get on with the major parts of the whole story. So there's a lot to talk about when it comes to the place that we are in the galaxy. The Detroit region recently has had a little bit of a scuff up as far as the PvP scene has been seeing it. Would you care to elaborate on what's exactly going on? Because it is said that OG and Void are working to clean up the mess from one or two alliances breaking apart. Can you elaborate a little bit further on it?
yeah, I mean, so we had SCG, who were allies of Void and OG for quite a long time. I think it was over a year that we were friendly with them at least. Never really had any negative interactions or anything with SCG, so it was a good friendship. But of course, once Capitals came out and they got hit by No ZRQ and everybody, and they'd suffered some major losses from the Content Coalition War. They were already struggling and they kept on getting pounded on, so they ended up disbanding. And once they disbanded and kind of scattered across to a bunch of different groups, and that space opened up for the most part, we had talked to quite a few different groups on both sides to try and work out deals to help them be able to move out and get into new homes and everything, including GenFed. We talked to No. We worked out deals so that they'd stop hitting a lot of the F1 guys and everything. But that was a couple months ago now, obviously. And as a part of that conversation, I talked to those groups and asked them what their plans were, if they had any, for the east and where SCG was, because of course that's a pretty important area to the east as well. Of course, we wouldn't want somebody hostile moving in there or anything. And luckily, the other groups that were in the area and that SCG was moving into, like GenFed and some to know and everything, none of them had plans for trying to take over the space or anything like that. It was really an unforeseen thing, it seemed like, from everybody, that SCG was going to crumble as quickly as they did when, that last straw on the camel's back kind of broke them apart. So it's just been semi-vacant space that we've just been allowing people to move out of. But at this point, it's been, like I said, months since then. And there's still a large number of citadels from people who either, are slower with moving out or haven't finished moving out. And, we're at the end of the deadline, essentially. So Void and OG are clearing out all of that mostly empty SOV that's there. But there are some groups like ZRQ that we aren't sure what their plans are, because they have been taking more citadels in the east and everything. So they're kind of a wild card that we're waiting to see what happens with it. But yeah, we do have a campaign to clear out dead and unauthorized or unoccupied stall there at the moment. So that's our campaign.
Okay. On the side of industry has been something which has been really bad for a lot of the players in the game, and I know that OG has a bustling industry going. So can you explain how you all managed to keep the industry going, and what type of programs are available that are helping the industry keep going at this rate?
Sure. Yeah. So some of the major groups like have different systems, ways of going about doing things like industry. Some of them, like I think what is it, TM, and some of them they require all industry to go through one industry corp and have it so that it's kind of monopolized in that sense, which has benefits and drawbacks too. Not calling out specifically TM because there's multiple groups that do stuff like that. It's everybody's got their own flavor. We've got ours. Ours has always been a focus on building up our members first and member growth, because our concept is the richer and stronger our members are, the stronger we are as a whole. So our industry is focused on being able to distribute out industry to all of our industry corps instead of having it monopolized in one area or anything. So our systems are to create and have structures where we're connecting buyers with builders. So if you're an industry player or an industry corp or whatever size anything in OG, you can have your own little industry wing running. And then as builds come in from other groups who need things like structures, different citadels, capitals, anything, then either industry players or industry corps and groups can just pick up those orders through our order system, so that it can keep basically buyers and builders connected. And that's our primary focus for keeping industry, alive in some capacity, because people are always going to need components or structures and everything, and some corps are better at building it than others and can do it for cheaper. So it helps us kind of specialize a bit. So yep, we have our own unique industry system.
Okay, so on that same note, one of the key things and one of the reasons why I'm doing these interviews with various corps and various alliances is actually for the newcomers to the game. And one of the things that I want to say is, you've heard it right here, that OG is always recruiting, and there's always a space for a new member to join this coalition and this alliance. One of the things that I want to say from my side, because I'm also an OG member, is it is one of the most friendly alliances you can be in. People are always around. It's a highly active community. They're talking, they're joking, they're having fun with each other. There's all types of humor, all types of enjoyment to be had. There's people who go around ratting all day long. There are people who go around on solo PvP runs day and night. And there's always someone for you to have a quick word with in terms of the company. It may not be a physical conversation like I'm having right now with Sandman, but there's always someone to talk to, be it by message. And for most of the day, there are open comms. And that is just my side on it, because I am an OG member, and I highly doubt that I'm going to leave OG anytime in the near future, and unless I leave the game for too long of a period, in which case I wouldn't burden them with looking after my stuff. On that note, do you want to give any farewell notes on this interview? I know it isn't a very long interview. I generally don't push it too far unless there's some crazy things to go into.
Oh, no, yeah. And no, I'll just say, I'm happy to hear that you're having a good time in OG and everything too. And if there are any new players or anybody that's looking for a good home where you can build up yourself, feel free to give OG a try. Because I will say that retention is something that OG does have down very well. We just had an FC come back the other day that was with us early on, one of our main FCs. And one of his first comments was, wow, there's a lot of familiar faces here. And it was because typically when somebody does join OG, most people do end up staying. It's a long-term group because everybody finds and makes friends, and we've got a pretty strong, close-knit community. But like you said, there's always people in comms hanging out. Like there's so many times that I'll hop in there and some of the people be off in another channel playing Tarkov or something. And it's like, whatever, totally fine. I mean, they're in there having fun. And then if there's something going on in game, if we need an event or CTA or if we're ratting or something, they'll hop over. But it's just that they're there hanging out and having fun with the community because we're a good group of friends and everything. They just enjoy spending time together. So if you're looking for a community and everything and you need help starting out or you got questions or anything, yeah, we're always happy to take people in and show them the ropes. And if you do end up just using us as a stepping stone to find your final home, then that's totally fine with us too. You know, we're happy to have people just to, you know, be along the ride for this journey. So thanks for the interview and everything, by the way. I appreciate you taking the time to chat with me and get some of these details.
Yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on my show and to actually interview with the leader of one of the big alliances. So yeah, in case anybody wants to know, there is a giveaway on my channel again this week. At the bottom, all you've got to do is leave the code. The one code is from Sheev's Palpatine's channel, and the other code is from my channel this week. Then there will be a giveaway again next week, but in between I may drop the giveaway for a week once in a while. That's just because doing a lot of content for giveaways gets a little bit hard. So yeah, today is the Saturday video. You will have till Sunday when the video launches to put in your comment. Soon after the Sunday video launches, I will immediately contact whoever it is who wins in the comments, asking them if they are on my Discord. So in the description down below is the link to my private Discord, which is for the YouTube channel. And you will also find a link to OG's recruitment in this Discord link as well. So I hope that you all have a great day and catch you all in the next one.
Thanks again.
Thank you, Sandman. I just cut it there. The moment I say catch you all in the next one, it's my sign off.
Oh yeah, no problem. That's good.
Cool. Okay. I hope